girl. You know, for days now I've been watching you as you walk by. But I've been afraid to come out and tell you exactly just what's on my mind.
Welcome back to the Dubs Only podcast. Now we're going to go into Super Bowl edition with a little preview before today's game on top 4 storylines that I see coming into today, as well as so let's just go right into it. We're going to go with number 1 of the narratives that I see throughout the game. We're going to go with Mahomes chasing Tom Brady. The young Padawan trying to chase the GOAT. The Anakin Skywalker and the Obi-Wan Kenobi. The Robin to Batman. Not Robin to Batman, but more like, you know what I'm saying, like the new kid on the block coming up to get to the big dog. Kobe, Jordan, that type of stuff. So that's my number 1 narrative, and I say that because Tom Brady is the standard of what every quarterback and NFL player chases to be, pursues their career to be like. Just because 7 Super Bowl titles, played until the age of 45, I want to say, and just was able to have 3 different careers, Hall of Fame careers, throughout his career. You look at the beginning with the Patriots, he won 3 Super Bowls. After that, he won another 3, and then that one in Tampa Bay in the end, where he did beat Patrick Mahomes. And let's just look comparison between their age, and because Mahomes is 28 right now, and Brady was 27 when he won his 3rd Super Bowl, while Mahomes right now is 28. So that's a little funny comparison right there, just to see the road that both of these players have taken on their paths, and kind of eerily similar, because if you look at it, the Chiefs, it doesn't look like they're going away anytime soon. I think the biggest obstacle that they have for the future is how much longer Travis Kelce is going to play, as well as how much longer Andy Reid is going to coach. Because once I see those 2 depart, then we're going to have to see Mahomes in their new system, new quarterback, new head coach, find himself a new go-to target, which is pretty hard to find, because once you have chemistry like those 2 have, especially with all the accolades that they have together, it's going to be hard to replicate that. Let's see, as well as Mahomes has a chance again to be the first quarterback, or the Chiefs' first quarterback, and the Chiefs are the first team to repeat as Super Bowl champions, since who else? Tom Brady and the Patriots did it back in 03 and 04. So it's going to be interesting to see just how close Mahomes can get to Brady, and today's going to be a big objective towards that, in the case of how many Super Bowls he can get at a certain age compared to Tom when he was that age. So let's go to number 2 of our narratives for today. And this one's going to be, can Kyle Shanahan finally get over the hump? I say this because this is now Kyle Shanahan's 3rd Super Bowl. And let's take a look at the past of the other 2 that he's been in. First one, if you guys don't know, everyone remembers this game, again against the GOAT, Tom Brady. Atlanta Falcons, the greatest comeback of all time, down 28-3. Brady and the Patriots find a way just to beat the Falcons and Matt Ryan. That game was just, let's reminisce a little bit, because I still remember where I was at that game, or I was watching that game. I was at my grandpa's house, and I honestly turned it off after the 3rd quarter just for a little bit, and then once I kind of flipped back the channel, I saw the Patriots kicking back with the 2-point conversion, and I just thought to myself, there's no way Tom Brady could do this. I mean, we've seen him make comebacks before, but a 28-3 deficit in the 3rd quarter, that's nearly impossible to come back from. But as you learn from the great ones, you should never count them out, especially when it's at the highest stakes, when a championship's on the line. That's when they tend to shine the most. So that's one Super Bowl that Kyle Shanahan lost. Let's go to the second one where he was the head coach for the San Francisco 49ers back in Super Bowl 54 4 years ago, when they did play the Kansas City Chiefs. They had another lead, I want to say it was 20-10, but then in the 4th quarter, but the Kansas City Chiefs found a way to come back and win that game. So that's number 2, and today is number 3. So we're gonna see just how much. We're gonna see what his game plan is gonna be, because if you look again as we compare Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes, you can also make a comparison between Andy Reid and Kyle Shanahan, in the sense that both have been acclaimed to be the best play callers for a certain amount of time in their distinctive times. Right now, Kyle Shanahan is called the best play caller in the game, and Reid had that title for some time, for quite a few years. Andy Reid, it took him a while to get over that hump. I mean, before he got to Kansas City, he was always known as he could never get over the big one. He could never win a big game, especially in the playoffs. You will look at the Super Bowl where he was with the Eagles, they lost to the Patriots. You look at when he was with the Chiefs and they lost to the Colts with that crazy comeback. I should add. And just before he got Patrick Mahomes, Andy Reid was never really, he was viewed as a good coach, but not as one of the great ones as he is currently, now that he has 2 Super Bowls. So it's going to be interesting to see, just can Kyle Shanahan finally draw a great game plan to where his team can finally come out on top, and he can actually win his first Super Bowl. And I mean, he's also chasing his dad, Mike Shanahan. For you guys who don't know or haven't watched football before, Mike is one of the greatest coaches of all time. Won 3 Super Bowls, I want to say, with the Denver Broncos, with John Elway, Shannon Sharp, Terrell Davis. Going to be interesting to see just how this all come about at the end, because when you look at Super Bowls, it's all about legacy, and this game can either make you or break you. So let's go to our third topic now. Mr. Irrelevant has a chance to become Mr. Relevant. Now, we all know Brock Purdy, last pick in the draft last year, second season in the NFL, went to the NFC Championship his rookie season, but they ended up playing a whole lot of that game due to an elbow injury that forced him out. You come into this season, everyone wondered, was it just a fluke this season? Was last season just a fluke? Can Brock Purdy replicate what he did last season? Is it just the weapons, or is it actually Brock playing the position, like making those plays? And when you take into account into all of it, I mean, you kind of have to say that Brock really has been showing that he is the guy. Because if you do it one season, okay, you can say it was a fluke. But when you do it back-to-back years, and especially when there's expectation of you to go to the Super Bowl, and it's barely your second year, and you actually make it, I think that just goes to show that you really can play in this league, that you really are a face of a franchise in a sense, that he is their quarterback for the future. Because it's playing the position, especially at this level, it's not one where it's just like you just plug and play and everything magically works out. No, you kind of need a specific type of player, especially around with the San Francisco 49ers have on offense. I mean, you have Deebo Samuel, you have Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle, Christian McCaffrey, and all the other players. When you take into account that if you have a big head quarterback, you won't be able to pay all these guys. So whereas you have Brock Purdy, who's on his rookie contract, and being that he's the last pick in the whole entire draft, that cap number on him is just all the way down to the bottom. So it's not really that much affecting him. But if you were to bring like a top level pick, then you would most likely have to get rid of one of his weapons. So him being able to step up and be able to play to this high caliber level that he has been doing these past 2 seasons, it's just going to show that it doesn't matter where you're picked, just as long as the fit is correct and you have the surrounding weapons where you are able to showcase your talents and be able to just be able to take charge and be able just to be yourself and play the game that you like to play, then everything's going to work out in the end. And with today, this will be the first time the last pick in the draft we won a Super Bowl. Well, I don't want to say that because there may have been that before, but this is just the case that where anything could happen, especially in the world of sports. And with the storyline like this, it just will show future draft prospects that, again, like I mentioned, it doesn't matter where you're drafted, just as long as you're drafted in the right situation, anything can happen for you. And let's go to our final topic. Of course, like everyone else in the media have done, the Taylor Swift action. So, in the games that Taylor Swift has attended, the Kansas City Chiefs. For the Kansas City Chiefs, the Chiefs are 9-3, and there's some stipulation regarding today's game in the sense that she's coming all the way from Japan, where she left her concert to make her way to Vegas. Now I know they have like a flight tracker on her jet or her plane, wherever she's riding on, to get to the game to see if she will be able to make it. I mean, when you have those odds, 9-3 for attendance, I like those odds. And whenever I played my games, when I had a girl watching me play, I mean, it just kind of brings up your level of adrenaline, your level of competitive, because you want to show out, you want to showcase that, hey, I'm that guy, I can do it on the field. Yeah, you see, look over there, that's my girl right there. Like, she came to watch me play. Like, that gives you an extra confidence boost. So we're gonna see if the Swiftie effect is gonna play a big part in today or not. And who knows? People are saying, is Travis Kelce gonna propose to Taylor Swift if they do win the game? Who knows? I mean, I'm here for the game. I'm not really too much about that. But yeah, Taylor Swift effect. Let's see if it actually does play a part today. And now to the final segment of this quick little video. We're gonna go with the final score prediction. And for me personally, who I think is gonna win Super Bowl 58, it's gonna be the Kansas City Chiefs by a score of 30-24. This is gonna be Mahomes' third Super Bowl, and I also believe that he's gonna win the MVP. So comment below what you think before it kick off in a couple hours. Like I said, I got the Chiefs 30-24, and let's just see. I mean, I've been wrong quite a few times, but I feel like with the Chiefs this whole season, just them with their backs against the wall, people counting them out throughout the whole time, and them being able to showcase or show out that we're still the top dog. We can still make plays happen. It's kind of a flip the script type of situation with the Chiefs this season, whereas the offense wasn't really doing as much compared to the defense. Whereas the defense right now is carrying the load, whereas before it was the offense who carried the majority of the load, outscoring other teams. So let's just see, man. Let's just see. Like I said again for the third time, Chiefs 30-24. And thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned. We're gonna do a little post-game action sometime during the week, where what I thought about the Super Bowl, what I thought about the entire game, and just looking forward to doing another video for you guys. All right. Follow all my social medias at DUBONLYS.PODCAST.com on Instagram, YouTube, all that stuff. Go ahead and share this. Much appreciated. Much love. Catch you next time. Deuce.
Anytime you learn some game, you wanna give it